Welcome to another edition of the Renegade Fight. Tonight is a special episode. We're going to talk about a few things on our show. We have our special guest on tonight, my brother HOTROD. He is a Washington Commanders Redskins fan, and he's going to help tonight on co-hosting with me, and we'll also be talking about the Washington Commanders versus the Dallas Cowboys recap of the football game. So just to get started with you on tonight, the Dallas Cowboys come in tonight at 3-7. They came into the game today at 3-7, and the Commanders came in the game at 7-4. So as we all know, the Dallas Cowboys have been having some struggles this season. They've been struggling offensively, defensively, team-wise, and front office-wise. Not only that, they have not been playing well on either side of the ball. And not only that, it has escalated to other aspects of the outside of the game. Players pointing fingers at each other on podcasts, talking about each other in the locker room during the games, and not only that, they can't get on the same page. So the Cowboys are trying to bounce back from some losses and hopefully get a win. And the Washington Commanders come in, one of the hottest teams in the NFC. They're playing on all cylinders of the ball. They're having comeback wins. They are playing absolutely lights out this season. So just to give you just a little bit of rundown on the things that was happening so far this season. This is the first matchup between the Commanders and the Cowboys. They will see each other again. So as we get the ball rolling just a little bit, this is my co-host, my brother, HOTROD. HOTROD, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, my brother. HOTROD here to share the news and share some of the good things about the Washington Commanders. As you know, there are fans all across the world, all across the country that loves the Washington, I'm going to say Redskins / football team / now the Commanders. And certain times people can't get up to follow up and see how the team is doing. So I'm here just to share some of the things I know being as a fan. I'm not going to sit here and say I'm a fan that's a season ticket holder and can go to every single home and away game. But I will sit here and say I'm a diehard Washington Commander fan by far. Long term, I bleed burgundy gold, and I'm here to share that history of the things that I have in my possession that I've learned to grow and grew on me down through the years.
Okay, that's great news. That is great news. I'm glad to have a Commander Washington Redskin fan with me. So, HOTROD, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, as you know, we're brothers. We grew up in the same household with two loving parents that raised us very well. With my dad being ex-military, retired, and everything, we have a military background, being military kids. I guess you could say we was privileged at some point to share some of those experiences with my dad. As going to work with him sometime, and he was doing his job and still looking after us. Being the father figure and the dad that he is, and everything. But a little bit about me. Enough about him. He asked me about me. I don't want to get off course. But a little bit about me, yes, I'm a man, I'm a married man and everything. I have a wife, loving wife. I have a daughter, a loving daughter. I have one child and everything. And yes, I love trucks and everything. So I grew up on that and everything. So, yeah.
All right, so we before we get down to the breakdown of the night's game, I was told that you brought some memorabilia with you. And if you don't mind, you have a few minutes to show that off, if you like.
All right, so first thing I want to show off is behind me here on Manny the Mannequin. He's showcasing the Doug Williams 1987 Super Bowl. Doug Williams. He wore 17 for the Washington Redskins. He is the only black quarterback to start and win that Super Bowl year. Now, the hat is not from that Super Bowl. The hat is actually the logo of the last Super Bowl that the Redskins have won in 1991. So that is the official logo. But this here, the jersey they're wearing, is actually a different logo, but it matches perfect, you know. So that's the first showcase. And what I'm also showcasing here, the jersey I have on, is the throwback Washington Redskins jersey, 70th anniversary here that they wore on the anniversary year back in 2002, right here. And so I got other things too here, as far as memorabilia. Okay, so I have the hat here, Washington Redskins hat, right here. Okay, this when there was the Washington Redskins. All right, so on that one, on the Washington Redskins, you have the jersey to match. We have Deion Sanders, home Washington Redskins jersey. He wore number 21. Now I do not want to showcase number 21. I don't want to showcase 21, Deion Sanders. Yes, he came from the Dallas Cowboys and played with us, Washington. At that time, the Washington Redskins back in the 2000s. And then, you know, I want to honor another 21 that wore that jersey, Sean Taylor, R.I.P. Sean Taylor, who passed around this time frame, you know, and everything, some years back and everything, you know, R.I.P. 21, you know. So on that one, okay, that's that one. And then we have the official R Washington Redskin that they wore, hat, snapback, of course. It's the R. This is what Coach Gibbs wore, our longtime winningest football coach, Joe Gibbs. He wore this right here on the sidelines, this with the R. And then, of course, the away jersey, the same Redskins away jersey, right here. The same away Redskins jersey of number 27, Brad Edwards. And me and my brother, the high school that Brad Edwards went to, me and my brother went to the same high school. Okay, so that's good on that one. And then that same year, shout out to Douglasburg High School, Eagles. So with that one right there, the away jersey to that one was they played together, Champ Bailey. And also he played with Deion Sanders, 24 Champ Bailey. This is the throwback from also 2000 season, Champ Bailey, which was made by Adidas. If you see on the sleeve here, I don't know if you can get that, but that says Adidas. This was the throwback year when Adidas was making the jerseys. Now the other jerseys that I showcase have Nike on the sleeve. Okay, so that year they had what you call a throwback. Team, effort, tradition. This is the throwback right here. This is another throwback that they wore during the RG3 era when we had the rookie quarterback RG3 number 10. This was the year. It's not his jersey, of course. This is this jersey. But this was the year that they had the Nike, like I said, Nike made the jerseys, got the Nike on the sleeve and the logo right here, and also the hat to match right here. All right, so then fast forward to the name change. They changed the name from that to just simply the Washington football team. And it's still burgundy, it's still gold, Washington football team, we still in NFC East division, and this is that year right there for that one. Fast forward, now we come to a point to where we got a rookie quarterback in the number 5, Jaden Daniels. Shout out to JD5, that's his nickname, JD5. Jaden Daniels jersey right now, this day. It's the new style jersey, also made by Nike. It's got the Washington Commanders logo on here. And all the years that they've been around right here, the official stamp, and then it made by Nike, Commanders on the front, NFL stamp. This is that jersey, and the hat to match is just simply the W, burgundy and gold W, Commanders. That's that. They also have the away jersey. That's white, simply white, burgundy sleeve, Nike again. This is my boy right here. Brown, my boy right here, Brown jersey, right here, Dimey Brown, Charlotte native, born and raised from North Carolina, went to UNC Chapel Hill, college graduate, UNC Chapel Hill, got drafted by the Washington Commanders. I'm a fan of him because of that, North Carolina native. That hat I just showed you, go well with that jersey as well. Now they have an alternate Black jersey, all black. It's called Battle Black. One mission. As you see on the collar, one mission. One mission simply means win. We're out on the battlefield doing the job, and we coming out with one mission, and that's to win. Made by Nike. This is my boy Gibson, number 24. It's got the Washington, D.C. flag on it with the stars, the stripe, burgundy and gold, also Nike, and then the official stamp, Washington Commanders, 1932 established. And then on the front, of course, simply Commanders, that military style feel that they're going for, that they got. And it's the simply black hat with the W, black hat with the W, black, burgundy and gold, W, simple, like that. All right, so, and like I said, we do have military ties with 7 uncles serving in the military. So the NFL has this thing called NFL Salute to Service. They do it every year, every November. For the whole month, they wear camouflage memorabilia, and they honor the military service heroes, veterans, and the ones who are still currently serving. So back in the Redskins years, they had the Redskin old logo right here with the simply camouflage digital bib. And then the flag on the back, NFL, with the camouflage salute to service. Okay? So that was that. And then fast forward now to the Washington Commanders. Simply just a commander hat, burgundy bib, got the W, with still digital, still with the digital camouflage military in it, and it still has that bow, NFL, military salute to service, with the flag, and the digital right here. Perfect with that black one, burgundy, and the white one. Next, as people know, some that are fans, they already know, we are a 3-time Super Bowl champion, Washington Redskins, in the years when they were the Redskins. All right, so this is the coat, the official coat. Can you see it? This official coat right here with the champions, with all the years, 91, 87, 82. On the sleeve, it's got the footballs, 91, 87, 82, and the official patches of the Super Bowl. Super Bowls that they won, played and won. As you see, that same logo, Super Bowl, same logo, Super Bowl, same logo on this hat right here from the 91 season. Then they have the other one, other Super Bowl right here from the 87 season. And then the last one, Super Bowl from the 82 season right here, the old school feel. And so what they did was they predestined that when the Washington Commanders do make it to a Super Bowl, whenever their time may come, they don't want to be rushing. They don't want to be lollygagging. They ain't half stepping. They already got the Washington Commanders new logo on the brand new jacket. 3-time Super Bowl champions, Washington Commander. At this point, when they get to this Super Bowl and they win, it will no longer be the 3-time. It will be the 4-time Washington Football Commanders. Now on the sleeve, they still kept it within that same genre with the patches of the Super Bowls, boom, and then they would add the new patch down here somewhere on a whole nother brand new jacket. When our time comes, we get to that Super Bowl and win, it'll be a jacket like this with that new patch for that Super Bowl year that they go up and they win.
Okay, that's nice. I tell you what, that's good history right there. From the Washington Commanders football team, Redskins. I tell you what, I'm excited to know about all of that right there. So just to move a little forward in tonight's broadcast, we will talk about the game on today. So I'm just going to give you the final score of today's game. The Washington Commanders versus the Dallas Cowboys. The final score of that game was the Cowboys 34, the Commanders 26. So I'm just going to run down a few of the stats for you. And I'll do the Cowboys first. And it won't be player for player, but it will be just some notable players. For the Dallas Cowboys, we had Cooper Rush, quarterback Cooper Rush. He threw the ball 32 times, 34 completions, 247 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Not only that, in the rushing department, DeWitt, I can't pronounce his name, but Dallas Cowboys running back, 19 carries for 86 yards. Receiving, CeeDee Lamb had 10 receptions for 67 yards. And for the Washington Commanders, passing Jaden Daniels, he had 38 pass attempts for 25 completions, 274 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Rushing also Jaden Daniels, 7 carries for 74 yards, 1 rushing touchdown. Eckler, 9 carries for 22 yards. And in the receiving department, Terry McLaurin, 5 catches, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. And Brown, 6 catches, 71 yards. Zach Ertz, 6 receptions, 38 yards, also 1 touchdown. So that is the rundown for tonight's stats for the game and the final score. So Hot Rod, what did you see during the game that most interested you with the Commanders?
Well, during the game, I felt like they could have did more in the first half. They struggled on some of the first possessions. They only came up with a field goal at that point, first and second quarter. Commanders was 3, Dallas was nothing. Went in halftime with the Cowboys hitting the field goal, tying it up 3-3. Commanders received the ball at second half. What I thought at that point in moment time in that game, the Commanders needed to drive, run the field, and they needed a touchdown at that moment in time to at least get ahead of the Cowboys. Well, they didn't play their best football today, and it came back to bit them. I think they took them lightly, and it showed. Defense left gaps. Running back for the, like Reggie said, I can't think of his name, but that running back, straight through the hole. We couldn't be stopped. They couldn't be stopped, but we tried our best.
Okay, that's well, it's football and it's a long season, and right now the Commanders are 7-5. It's a long season. You'll see the Cowboys again, so hopefully you'll pull out the win. As the game was unfolding, we have seen some of the areas that needed to be worked on, and we see some of the areas that could also they can utilize more. So what we saw with the Dallas Cowboys, they found their way to get a win on tonight. So they really much needed a win, and they played team football. And not only did they play team football, they wanted to make sure that Washington did not come back on them, even though Washington did come back on them late in the game. It just was not enough. But I hope that the Commanders pull out a win next week. I hope that they pull out some wins, some more this season. I would love to see them go to the playoffs. That's much needed. I think they can make some noise. But to move on just a little bit further in tonight's broadcast, I just encourage everyone to like, share, subscribe. And this is our DJ. This is the Renegade Fight. And this is my co-host, Hot Rod, for the night. He will be back sometime this season. So just like, share, subscribe. I'm our DJ. This is Hot Rod. And we will also see you next time. Go Noles and go Commanders.